Before I begin my story, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bailey Maloney, and I am a huge fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. My sister introduced me to the franchise by allowing me to play Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the Nintendo GameCube with her back in 2004. Ever since then, this franchise has been like my therapy. It got me better into communicating, making several friends, and letting me know that everything is going to be okay in the end. As a long-term fan of the True Blue Hero, I have several Sonic merchandises, from plushies to figures and from comic books to the games. It is very well done that that inspired me to go and work for SEGA by the time I graduate college. I almost forgot to mention that the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise has also inspired me to go into a voice acting career. Now, since I'm still a long-term Sonic fan, however, I found something that left me a bit shaken. It was Saturday and I was just about to finish the semester for the summer, so I thought that it would be a perfect time to watch Sonic X just for old time's sake. Sonic X is my favorite Sonic show ever since I was a kid. I thought the plot in each episode was really nicely done and that the voice cast for the show was amazing. I was just about done with the 21st episode, but I decided to check out the new Sonic IDW publishing comic series. In case you don't know what the series is, it's a Sonic comic series that has been published by IDW Publishing in 2018 after the Archie and Sega cut ties with each other before they could make any more issues a year prior. As much as I do miss the Sonic Archie comic series, I actually like the new and recent comic book series. It introduces the fans like myself, new characters, Ruff and Tumble the Skunks, Tangle the Lemur, Whisper the Wolf, Dr. Starling the Platypus, and the newest character, Joel the Beetle. I went to the IDW publishing website to check out any new issues for the Sonic series. I thought these new issues from 13 to 15 are really intriguing that I just couldn't wait to read them. However, there is one that scared the living crap out of me. I thought you might want to be the ones to judge. It's called Sonic IDW Issue 31, Rise of the Vampire Hedgehog. I thought, wait a minute, we're not into 30 issues yet. What's going on here? It was all about Sonic and his pals, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Cream, and Cheese. Sonic was free from the metal virus that turns any living creature or thing into a zombot. A zombot is an animal that has been infected by the metal virus and was hanging out with Tails and Knuckles at the woods. Amy was on her way up to meet with the guys. Sonic said, "Phew, thank chaos that we finally had the cure for the metal virus. I thought I was gonna be one of those so-called zombots." He began to act like a zombie and said, "Living creatures," in a slow, emotionless tone of voice. His best friends laughed at the joke. "You said it, Sonic," Tails said after laughing. "It's lucky that the Chaos Emeralds saved your flesh and brain." "I'll say," Sonic said as he patting his pal's head. He turned to Knuckles, his best friend and rival. "Hey Knuckles, how's it going with you and the Master Emerald ever since we saved it from Neo Metal Sonic?" Sonic nudged Knuckles' shoulder while giving the Enchanada a smirk. It's been pretty well. I'm just so glad we got my baby back, Knuckles said. Not long after he answered, Amy came running up to them looking all scared. She obviously hugged Sonic really tight and began began gasping for air. Sonic, showing concern for his friend, hugged her back and asked, "Amy, what's wrong? You okay?" When she looked at her lover, I got a look on her face. Her eyes were worn out as if she was crying for hours, and her face was pale as if she just saw a ghost. "Sonic, it's Cream." Cream the rabbit is Amy's best friend and is close to her, like she is the pink hedgehog's little sister, quite similar to Tails' friendship with Sonic. Anyway, Sonic looked the pink hedgehog with the state of shock. He realized something was wrong. The same feeling went with Tails and Knuckles. "Cream? What's the matter with Cream?" Sonic asked Amy. They began to ask Amy some questions to know what situation Cream was in. "Did Cheese run away?" Tails guessed. "Cheese is Cream's pet, Chow. He is always close to his owner." "No," Amy replied. "Did Cream's mother catch the flu?" Knuckles guessed. Amy shook her head no. Did she get captured by Eggman again?" Sonic guessed. "No, it's far worse," said Amy. "Come with me." They all ran with her to the village where the rabbit lives. Once they arrived at Cream's house, they went to her bedroom and saw the young rabbit lying down on her bed. She looked like she was asleep with her hands folded and a red Chow cheese by her side. "Huh?" Tails wondered as she saw the young rabbit. "Cream's just sleeping." Amy tried to keep her cool, although she wanted to yell. "I don't understand. She was acting all weird 5 minutes ago." Sonic and Tails walked up to the sleeping rabbit to check her. The young fox saw some red dots on her neck. It was then he realized that Cream was bitten. "There's some teeth marks on her," Tails stated. His best friend walked up to him and saw the bite marks. Sonic gasps. "I'm beginning to feel that Eggman must be involved in this," he thought. Suddenly, the door slammed shut, causing everyone to turn in shock. Then Cream rose up from the bed and revealed her vampire form from behind their backs. "I couldn't believe that the IDW publishing comics would do something like this," I thought. "What in heaven's name am I reading? Please tell me I'm dreaming." I pinched myself on the arm, only to find out that I wasn't really dreaming. Regardless, I kept breathing. As Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy turned back around to see their friend as a vampire, they gasped at the sight of this. Cream began to speak in a Romanian language like Dracula does in the 1931 film starring Bela Lugosi. "Hello, my friends," Cream greeted. "Cheese and I are so happy that you got to visit us today." Sonic tried to act brave, but he is a bit spooked when he spoke. "Cream, what's gotten into you and Cheese?" "We're okay, Mr. Sonic," Cream replied. "We are just lonely. So we thought if you want to have fun with us." "What's that?" Tails asked. "Well, before we have fun, let us suck your blood." Everyone got scared from what Cream said. She turned to her loyal friend. "Get them, Cheese." Cream laughed evilly as her pet Chow Cheese, who also turned into a vampire, lunged at them. First, he lunged at Amy, who was about to use her Pico hammer, but he threw it out of her hands. It was then he jumped at her and started to suck her blood. Next, Cream lunged at Knuckles, who tried desperately to escape by punching at the bedroom door. She sucked at his blood as well. Then she charged at Tails, who was lying on the ground in shock. His blood got sucked too. As Sonic witnessed his best friend being turned into a vampire, he began to walk away from the rabbit and Chow. Cream laughed evilly before saying, "Well, Sonic, looks like you've got nowhere to run." Sonic tried to get the young rabbit to reconsider sucking his blood by begging her, "Cream, stop it, this is not you." She stopped to hear him. "You don't want to suck my blood. As a matter of fact, you don't want to suck anyone else's blood. You need to fight the urge to feed." Cream began to feel uncomfortable and tried to explain that she was a vampire. However, she became furious at the blue hedgehog. "No, your blood is mine," Cream shouted. "You and your friends shall rise and join us to suck the blood of the rest of your friends. Let's get him, Cheese." Cheese agreed with his owner. Sonic managed to dodge both Cream and Cheese. When they tried to lunge at him, he performed his homing attack on the door to knock it down. Surprisingly enough, it actually worked. Sonic ran out of Cream's bedroom to the living room while he was in pursuit by two vampires. But once he made his way to the living room to reach the front door, he tripped and fell onto the floor. Sonic turned to realize that his foot just got caught by Cheese holding on to the jump rope. He tried to untangle himself as quickly as possible, but by that time it was too late. Cream appeared next to Cheese. Let's try, Mr. Sonic," said Cream, "but your time is up." Now fearing for his life, Sonic begged and pleaded with the young rabbit and Pat Chow not to suck his blood. Unfortunately, his last-ditch effort for help fell on deaf ears. They lunged at him, at the blue hedgehog, who started to scream at the top of his lungs, "No!" As I read Sonic scream for help with his blood got sucked, I began to feel a chill down my spine. Why would anyone make this an issue? It's just wrong. The Sonic franchise never shows any blood and gore. The comic ends with Sonic, Tails, Amy, and Cream, and Cheese, all as vampires, staring at the readers. Sonic began to speak in the same language Cream had. We hope that this story didn't scare you too much," he said in an evil tone of voice. "Just remember, don't have a wooden stake and any garlic to defend you from us vampires. If so, we would suck your blood. Until the next issue, kids, pleasant dreams." He and his friends laughed evilly. I left the comic issue and gave myself about an hour or two to calm down. As I recollected myself, I thought, who else is next to become vampires? Shadow? Rogue? The Chaotist? But at the same time, I began to think of whose idea it was to make a vampire version of Sonic. I mean, Sonic was meant for kids and adults alike. I hope the others don't turn into vampires. I was considering into contacting Ian Flynn, who was the head writer of the Sonic IDW publishing via email. But just before I could do that, I got an email on Google. It was, of course, from Ian Flynn himself. Ian Flynn was originally the chief writer for the Sonic Archie comics before Sega and Archie cut ties with each other. Here's what he wrote. "Hello, reader. If you have read Rise of the Vampire Hedgehogs, that issue has been deleted from our IDW publishing website. One of our writers, who I will not say his name, wrote that comic to mock the original Dracula film from 1931 and the Sonic Hedgehog franchise. We rejected the idea, but he released it onto the website anyway. He is now terminated from the job. We will be releasing new issues involving Sonic and New Adventures during the Metal Virus saga. Our sincerest apologies for those who have read the banned issue and are currently scarred. This is Ian Flynn, signing out. Now that I am officially on summer vacation, I continue to read the Sonic IDW comics. I just really hope that Sonic doesn't become a Zombot. I also hope that Dr. Eggman and his new ally, Dr. Starline get what they deserve for turning the blue hero and his friends into these heartless robots. Okay, so I finally got it done. I finally narrated the story. I am very sorry I did not get around to narrating it sooner. I had this sent to me in January and I now just did it, so I'm really sorry it took me that long. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know I did. It was pretty cool. And yeah, goodbye.